Okay, good morning, and we're going to begin the administration committee meeting for January 22nd. And Lisa, come on up if you'd like to, or whatever you want to do.
Thanks. Just have a couple items this morning. Like to request an amendment to the Crossroads Case Management Resolution to decrease from 3 case managers to 2 case managers. And only to serve the Crossroads Hotel and not the others.
So moved.
Second.
Do we have any questions or discussion on the kind of a interaction with the, is it just to make sure it's managed better or not things for the other people?
Right. So it's a reduction of 67,000 from management.
Anything else? We'll go to a roll call vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini, Marietta absent, Howell.
Aye.
Okay, so that motion passes. And you're
I'd like to request a resolution to contract with Empowerment for Families for the counseling services for 2026, name on nearly 14,340.
so moved.
Second.
Any questions or discussions with regards to?
Is this reimbursable?
Yes.
Shoot.
Okay, we will go to a vote.
Yes.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini, Marietta absent, Powers.
Okay, that motion passes.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Have a good one. Okay, we're gonna move on to Jeanette from Community Services.
Thank you. Part of mine has to be executive session. Do you want it first or do you want it after we go through everything?
Is what the executive session going to require a vote? Okay, then have the executive session first.
I move we move into executive session for reason F, the medical, financial credit, or employment history of a particular person or corporation, or matters leading to the appointment, employment, promotion, demotion, discipline, suspension, dismissal, or removal of a particular person or corporation.
You have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we are gonna go into executive session.
May I request that Stephanie, who will be covering community,
Recording stopped.
Stay in.
stay in and
Sure.
get a sense for what executive
Okay, could we have a motion to enter, the regular session, close the executive?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so now we're back in open session. We still have, community services with us, and Jeanette, we're just gonna go through your listed agenda items.
I'd like to unfund the billing specialist position and the addiction counselor position.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or discussion on the billing specialist? Position and the, is that one position?
They're two, so
They're two separate positions, okay. Hearing no discussion, we'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur.
Aye.
Marietta, or sorry, Martini,
Aye.
Marietta absent, Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
I'm asking for a waiver to contract with a psychiatrist without going through the RFP process.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, we'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur.
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta absent, Powers.
Okay, that motion passes.
I would like to contract with a psychiatrist as a mental health director for the OMH clinics. It would be part-time for a total of no more than 260 hours per year at $300 per hour, which would be no more than 78,000 per year.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or discussion? Hearing none, we will go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur.
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta absent, Powers.
Okay, that motion passes as well.
Approval to pay criminal actions in the amount of $49,272.30 for the month of November.
So moved.
We have a second.
Second.
Any questions or discussion? This one of the 7:30, read it.
It is.
So we still got December's to go in.
Yeah, I just received December's bill yesterday. That was a total, I'll bring it next month, but that was $37,775. With that, it will bring our year-to-date total for 25 at $757,150.47.
So it's going down.
He was only there 24 days. for
Oh.
December.
Oh,
I wonder if it would be appropriate for admin to approve the $37,000. Remember, these are 25 funds we like to get in before the treasurer closes the book. It's at the end of February. I know it's out of order, but maybe we wanna consider that.
So can we do that without a solid form?
I think we have a solid
Oh,
dollar.
$37,775.43.
I guess I'm, okay.
I didn't put it on there because I just got the bill yesterday.
Oh, okay.
You gonna change your motion?
Yes, I'm changing my motion that we approve both
November, December.
of 25.
what Keith said. One of them is for $49,272.30, and the other is for 30.
37,775.43.
Okay, so that's it. And the second is okay with that as well.
I don't remember.
Represents like hours maybe.
No,
Oh,
Jim, second.
so yeah, so $757,150.47 for the year. That's gotta be a record for, I
I think for our company.
Not one of them I brag about.
no. But. And discussion with that with the state is leading to other things that.
That may or may not actually be helpful, but okay.
Okay, all right. Do we have any other questions or discussion on the criminal actions payment? We'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur.
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta absent, Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
Hey, I'd like permission to create, fund and fill an advanced credential alcoholism and substance abuse counselor effective 1/1 of 26. It was already in the budget. I just did not do the create fund and fill and bring it to the board, so. I'm doing that now.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or discussion? We'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta, absent Powers.
Okay, that motion passes.
An approval, because we have Lawrence Central School, amount of $13,999 for, the opiate funds, they responded to an RFP.
So moved.
Second.
Any
What's that
questions or
about?
It's,
discussions?
they have also reached out, they have 2 neighboring schools they're working with, they're gonna be sending 60 staff members, not just teachers, but staff across the 3 schools to a specific training that they will use from 5th grade to 12th grade for mental health, for substance use, for all these things that these kids are going through. The program, I did take it to my community service board. Mary Nelson is very well aware of this program, and it's highly recommended, used in several states. They've got rave reviews of the outcome of those.
Do using your opioid.
So, do other schools know about this?
About this training.
The program, the training?
So when they first applied, they just wanted it for their school. I asked them to involve other schools, so they did get 2 other schools to sign on board for it. We do put the RFPs out to everybody that wants to be part of their submit a proposal. This is the only school that responded.
What, do you know what the other 2 schools are there?
I too, Woody. Yeah. So this is Lauren. Oh, I'm sorry, I did not bring it with me.
Yeah, I do agree that it sounds like a really good program and it would be great if all school districts were doing something like that.
Yes.
Wonder if we could raise the profile of the availability of the funds.
We could. I am hoping to put out another RFP in that by March, and I could make sure it gets to all the schools. We do try to get it out to the outskirts more, so I could do that.
Not easy to sometimes differentiate.
Yeah.
Like all.
Yes, yes, I agree.
But it would be good to know, like, this is a highly respected program that has gone good results. Like, there's hopefully people will read the fine print. Okay, are we ready to vote on this one? I'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta, absent Powers.
Okay, that motion passes.
So, thank you, Mama Jonathan.
Thank you. Okay. Karen.
Morning.
Hi, Carol.
I would like to request a resolution establishing the standard workday and reporting days for the New York State and local retirement system for certain county official. This is specific to an assistant DA that has submitted his ROA,
So moved.
record of activity,
Oh, right.
his law.
We have a section. Okay, I have a question, but it's not related to this one. Is this something that we need to do again this year for like county reps
Yes,
specifically?
it is in your mailbox.
Oh, okay. I haven't looked at that yet. Okay. Any questions or discussion on this one? We'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur.
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta, absent Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
I just wanted to share 2 updates with you. I've completed my strategic plan, priority outcomes and essential activities for quarter 4 of 2025, which are in clear plans. And the posting for the vacant senior audit clerk position has been extended.
Well, hopefully, someone will fill in that spot. And thank you for keeping your priority outcomes up to date and available.
And if you're okay with it, the sheriff is unable to attend today, therefore he is asking me to present on his behalf. His request is to hire above base at step 2, 3 correctional officer positions. Position 4, 27, and 18.
So moved. Yes.
Second.
Any questions or discussion?
Don't let him get away.
I'm gonna Fill them up. Are you ready, Larry?
Yes.
Okay, we'll go for Will.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur.
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta absent Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
Did we just approve that or did we approve the,
Just approved 3.
The hiring above base.
oh. We approved the other one?
We're going to somebody else.
No, I'm just a little bit. Okay, whatever.
What is the other one?
First one.
The retirement.
Can I do that? Did we pass that? I'm sorry.
Did we, yeah,
So,
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That's all I have.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you, Karen. Great. Next, Rob O'Brien with 911.
Good morning.
Okay, Rob, good morning.
How are you?
Good, thanks.
Meg, these purchase requests, do you want me to go through each one individually, or do you want me to rattle them all off and then one
I
vote?
think that we could do the purchase requests, all A through I think all together because they are they, or we could separate out anything that's a local cost that's not a reimbursable.
Okay, I'll start with A. AK Associates for 911 telephone system for 2025 and the amount of $52,800 coming out of 30/20/548/225.
so moved.
Okay, any questions or discussion?
I was gonna do them all separate.
Well, I just wanted to separate them out by which ones were local costs, and which ones were reimbursable, but if the committee would prefer to just do them all as one, I don't think it really
I think we're gonna spend more time talking about this.
big, Adrian.
It's all what
Okay.
we've done before, isn't it?
We did
Yes.
Yeah, we did them all.
And you did them all at once
No, we did them individually, BSLA, it took forever.
Did we?
I think so. We read them all anyway, we went through them.
okay, well, let's just read them all through and then we can
Okay.
vote on them at one time.
Okay. Mobile Tech, public safety software, that's our CAD system in 911, 39,189.92. Priority dispatch, that's our call taking triage software, 37,800. Striker power load stretcher systems, that's quantity of 2 in the amount of 167,505.42. Zoll heart monitors in the amount of 129,000. Zoll portable ventilators for intubated patients, 36,000. Northeastern rescue vehicles, that's 2 ambulances off the SAVIC contract, 340,000. Zoll auto pulse CPR devices, 55,815.76. And Avtech console support and maintenance, our radio consoles, $43,976. All of those are in the budget.
So moved.
Second.
Now can I ask a question?
Yes.
Is the 2 ambulances adding to the fleet or we have to get rid of some?
I think Keith will probably retire one.
Okay.
And then it's twin. These would be the first 2 we bought back in 2021. I'd like to keep one of them as a spare, a backup.
Okay.
I'll probably retire one.
And is that the cost per each, the 340? That's for
Total.
both. Okay. All right. Any other questions? Go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur.
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta absent Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
Thank you. Contract request, Quick Med claims, that's for ambulance billing, 1/1/26 through 12/31, not to exceed 150,000. Center for Public Safety Management, that's our EMS consultant, 1/1/26 through 12/31, not to exceed 20,000. Blue Wing Consulting, that is our tower site consultant who's helping with the Butternuts project, 1/1/26 through 12/31, not to exceed 50,000. Craft Power for 911 generator maintenance and repairs, 1/1/26 through 12/31, not to exceed 20,000.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or discussion on the contracts? We'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur.
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta absent Powers.
Okay, that motion passes.
Thank you. Last request, approval to increase lines 3020-433-893 and 3020-547-865 in the amount of 1,266,796 to accommodate the recent grant award titled Next Gen 911.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or discussion
Good one.
on the grant? We'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur.
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta absent Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
That's all I had.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rob.
Okay, Board of Elections.
Morning.
Morning.
All right, so we have 3 items for you. One we really do not necessarily need to bring to you. It was the surplus in equipment. I wasn't sure, so I did add it to our list. We are getting rid of the old equipment that we're no longer using. So that was 60 Oki printers and 55 iPads, so that's really for information. The main reason we're here today is for contracts. We're asking for approval to contract with NTS Data Services. That's our voter registration system company, for $25,372.72 for a 2-year contract for a VDBA, which is a backup database. The cost is a one-time setup cost of $6,000. The first year is $9,809, which we would be able to get reimbursement on a grant for. The second year is $10,593.72 that we may or may not have grants for, but we certainly look for grants to cover that.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or discussion on the data?
Seems like a good thing to have.
We'll go.
Sorry, yes, I'm sorry.
We'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty.
Aye.
Wilbur.
Aye.
Martini. Marietta absent Powers.
Okay, that motion passes.
And then we're asking for a budget modification. And yes, we did ask for that last year, but it was in the fall of last year and we ran out of time to buy this. And this actually purchase came about late in the year. So we'd like to do that budget modification again. It's A10-1450-000-43089-1 to our M&S account, which is A1450-545-000. That is $14,779.66, and that is a grant. It is the mail grant. The 2025 vote by mail grant.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or discussion?
So these are the 25 funds, right?
These are, you haven't gotten input for this, so we're just asking for you to give us the money so that we can spend it and then be reimbursed this year. So it was actually 2025, it actually runs from April 1st of 2025 through March 31st of 2026.
So you'll spend it in that time frame.
Yes,
Okay.
and I did confirm that, it didn't have
Yes.
2025 on it, but they said yes.
Within the next couple months, have it all spent. Okay. Anything else? Vote to vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty.
Aye.
Wilbur.
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta absent powers.
Okay, that motion passes.
And that's all we have for you today.
I have a quick question on the surplus equipment.
Okay, so surplusing, the county actually has a contract already, so we're just using that contract. We're working through solid waste. And we're able to do the same thing that IT does, get one of the big boxes, have it destroyed, certify that it was actually destroyed, and that'll take care of that equipment. The e-poll books are no longer supported, so there's really not a lot of value to them. And the printers, you know, as your home printer, they just wear out. They're not home printers, but they do just wear out.
Mhm. And they do get a lot of use.
They get,
Yes, printing those bags on demand.
yes, they do. We save a lot of money, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay, thanks, Lori. Hey. Chris.
Give my, I'll step in there.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So I have three items. They've already been budgeted for this year. It's three APOs that we're asking for. The first one is for an APO for our Axon body camera contract. Annual payment comes due in May of this year. It's May of every year. We're asking for an amount not to exceed $6,200. The second APO that I'm asking for is for our LexisNexis, that's to do our research. That's monthly installments. That's in an amount not to exceed $7,000. And the third item is an APO for our grand jury stenographer. We have to have a grand jury stenographer, and we have to have that stenographer not only there at grand jury, but also to produce transcripts, which we have to turn over. That comes twice a month is when we get bills from that individual, and that's in an amount not to exceed $10,000.
So moved.
Okay, questions or discussion?
I'm a little surprised that I expect a stenographer would have been more, but okay, great.
Well, I can tell you that, my predecessor, John, he really shopped around and found the lowest stenographer. There's not a lot of them. I mean, I helped John do the research. I mean, we looked in Albany, Utica, Binghamton. There's not a lot of them left. Usually it's someone who's a retired court stenographer from the court system. We had one stenographer who was doing a great job, but was exceptionally expensive. And then we found another one for last year, and then we found another one that reached out to us, and she was the lowest bid, and she's a county resident, not charging mileage, and she came in like 20 cents less per page, and we're having this individual generate possibly 1,000+ pages a month. So it adds up over time. So we've been very fortunate.
Thank you for giving it due diligence.
Of course.
Chris, the Axon, I think we've been through this, but your Axon contract is being able to see the stuff. The probation director is bringing in a contract for Axon, but that's actually for the body camera.
Yeah, so we do
But
not.
it's two different contracts.
Correct. We do not have any cameras. So basically what this is affording us is the ability, if you're familiar with cloud data storage. So imagine you have, imagine that TV over there represents the cloud storage from Axon of all the body camera video that is filmed by our law enforcement partners. It goes up into that cloud. And then imagine the other TV over there is the cloud system that we use through the New York State Prosecutors Training Institute. What this fee allows is it establishes, think of it as a bridge between that cloud and then our cloud that we have through NIPD. We're pretty much paying for the privilege to have that bridge, whereas previously that bridge was free. Axon got everybody in the state hooked on that. And without that bridge, we would have to go into Axon and download every single body camera and then store it on our network. And we simply don't have the people power or the storage to do that. So that's pretty much the bottom line. It's just established paying for that bridge. It's called an API. We don't have any body cameras. We don't have any of that kind of stuff.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Thank
Any other questions?
you. Go to a vote. There are no other questions. We'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty.
Aye.
Wilbur.
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta absent powers.
Aye.
Okay.
Cool. Have a nice day.
Thank
everybody.
you.
Take care.
Okay, thanks. Department of Health. We, you know, did Heidi come in person to
No, sure.
her department?
We're 5
Are we-
weeks ahead.
Oh, I thought we would, I didn't even look at the time. because
Yeah,
assumed
I can text
that we were behind. 10.
I'll share a text me.
Okay, thanks.
Well, I thought about it.
Yeah, he's coming. He had the Otsego Now meeting. this morning.
I can't remember if he was on.
He's on. And it confuses Loretto. It also, it confuses everybody. The whole Martini Marietta.
Yes.
I'm gonna start calling you Bill, so.
Okay. As long as I know what to answer to.
What about the first name?
No, because then it's Andrew and Adrian and that confuses everybody.
Oh,
It's-
really?
We just have very
There's
close
not-
Can we
names.
get this together?
We try. We try and we try. And yet. We are always thwarted by some.
Who we waiting on?
Heidi Bond.
Heidi.
I just texted her, so let's see. She. Might be with Cheryl's.
We already did the sheriff.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Wilson. Yeah, Mr. Steve Wilson.
Yeah, we should just do, are you saying about the year agenda?
But we can,
Do you have, could we do it in front, like
Yeah,
if Heidi shows
absolutely.
up, or Heidi's office shows up?
so, the first thing is I'm looking for approval to award the annual, actually the multi-year contract for office supplies. This year, it's with two firms offering the lowest price on specific commodities. WB Basin will just do file folders, ice burners, and a certain type of whiteboards, and everything else will go to Hummels.
So move. Second.
Question.
Yeah, what's an ice burner?
Thank you.
Can anyone guess what an ice burner is?
I mean, I can make a couple of guesses, but I think
Tell us.
that's right. So
What's an ice burner?
Start guessing.
I have no idea,
Okay.
but Mr. Donahue is here, and I suspect he's the one who's,
is it like sidewalk ice? Or is it
Oh, okay.
Ice
An ice
okay.
burner. Ice melt. It's nice.
I had all kinds of ideas.
I
you
did
might
too.
get from WB Basin.
Yeah, it's ice melt.
We use on the sidewalk.
Gotcha.
Good
So,
to know.
Okay.
Ice melt.
Okay, so,
Specifically. Okay.
smaller. So we have those APOs, we're gonna, and that's, we're gonna.
these are contracts.
Contracts.
It went through an RFP process,
Okay.
and these were,
Contract for office supply, W
Yeah.
Mason.
do you have a RFP sheet?
Yeah, no, we don't have the RFP, but this is fine.
It's okay.
Okay.
You
I
know,
just-
vaguely
yeah.
I'm sorry.
As
We're gonna go
a
to a vote,
very
actually.
first.
We're ready to vote on this.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta absent, Powers.
Okay, that motion passes.
Okay, number two is also gonna go pretty fast, I think. This is simply approval to pay the 26 appropriations for some of our community partners. In this case, the county fair, the land bank, and the IDA. Those are the numbers that are in the budget.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or discussion? We'll go to vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur.
Aye.
Martini,
Aye.
Marietta absent, Powers.
Okay, that motion passes.
And then the last thing is some training for me from, I believe, February 9th for that week. This is at no cost to the county. This will be on advanced budgeting. And I'm particularly interested in a piece that says how to communicate complex budget numbers to folks who maybe aren't as involved in the details. And I think we struggled with that a little bit, or I struggled with that a little bit this past year. So I'm gonna see if I can get some help from the experts. This is also required to maintain my certification as a governmental finance manager. This is awarded by the Association of Government Accountants, and I've got to do CPEs. So I'm paying for this myself as I've paid for all my CPEs since 1996 when I had this, so it's kind of no big deal for me. But I won't be around for that week.
Okay,
So
do you have a motion and a second? Oh, you moved, okay, we have a
Do we have
second.
a second? Second.
Any questions or discussion?
why do we have to have a motion? It's not cost us any money.
No, just for fun, you know.
Because Steve's gonna not be here for a week.
We've been gone for a month and a half anyway.
It's because
He's just,
Okay.
I've all tried to get.
did you bring it with the idea that we would have a resolution, or was that just for informational purposes?
I did it just for informational.
Mm.
So I would draw a motion.
Okay, so then I second nothing.
No, I mean, it's part of training, it's not costing anything, so,
Okay. But we don't have to,
sorry.
oh, that's okay. You know, apology is necessary to have less paper. We're going. Right.
Thank you.
Steve, you're done your agenda.
Thank you.
Okay, there's the Department of Health up there.
Hello.
Thank you, Steve. Hi. We're ready to go ahead with your agenda.
Okay, perfect. The first thing I have is to accept a grant from New York State for the children with special healthcare needs. Time period of 10/1/25 through 9/30/2030. Total amount of the award is $294,065, and it's $58,813 a year.
Go move.
Second.
Questions or discussion? We'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Yes.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini, Marietta, absent Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
Thank you. Next is approval for 2 people to attend the Society for Public Health Education Conference in Portland, Oregon, April 20th through April 24th at a cost not to exceed $4,500. It's 100% grant funded, and they submitted an abstract and have been accepted to present at the conference.
So move. Second.
That's great, Heidi, that there will have people presenting at a
National conference, yeah.
great. And it's really good.
Exciting.
So good for the department. We'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini, Marietta, absent Powers.
Okay, that motion passes.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you, Heidi.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Tim, I saw you here. Ready for your building services agenda?
First item, seeking approval for sewer equipment to replace a control panel on a VSB septic lift station. Issue store automation system for an amount not to exceed $15 and to provide current benefit maintenance service to the VSB septic lift station for an amount not to exceed $10,752. Flag road to get of $26,258. Seaward equipment is a sole source distributor for parts and service for going up, and that with Onondaga County. The next item is to request transfer $15,506 from contingency A 1990.548,000 to BSB contracts A 1629 509,000. The whole job is funded through.
So moved. Are you doing these individually or we probably should?
Well, they all connected.
They
We should
were
do-
all together, but I thought we could do.
The transfer first, then,
Okay,
right?
so we'll do the transfer first and then we'll do the purchase part. So that'll get your line whole.
Right.
Okay. All right, so who? did we have a motion?
I did.
Is that amenable to your motion that we do the
Yeah.
transfer first?
But that's what I was doing.
Okay.
That's what you done there.
Okay, we'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini, Marietta, absent Powers.
Aye. First one of the year.
Okay. That motion passes. Okay, now we're gonna do the motion to approve the control panel and to do the preventive maintenance service. It's the same company, right? So do we have a motion for that?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Any questions or discussion?
Discussed it to death.
We did in the budget meeting. Oh, we talked, I remember the discussion back at budget time as well.
Well,
Okay.
the control panel was unexpected.
Right.
Yes.
That went out.
Okay,
Kind of worked.
we're going to get it back. So we'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini,
Aye.
Marietta, absent Powers.
Okay, that motion passes.
Okay, that's all I have.
Thanks.
Could I just note, while this particular use of contingency is perfectly appropriate and good, it's still kind of depressing that before January is even over, we had to draw contingent. So I've asked the new budget team, the two budget houses, to go through our 26 budget with fresh eyes, since we didn't, they didn't really participate in the development of it, and then work with departments to see if we can scrape up some change in the couch that maybe we can maybe put back into contingency. That's not done.
Just to make you feel better, the 20 years I've been here, this isn't the first time it's happened.
I don't.
In January, so it just
And it was under 20K.
unexpected.
I
That's what
expect
it's
when I
there
go to
for.
that training, they're gonna yell at me for letting this happen, but that's okay.
We can do that.
I'm tough enough for that.
But that's why we have it, so.
We can accommodate that.
Right.
Okay, Tim. Thank
Give it
you.
back.
Right.
Don't tell them that.
Okay,
Well, I mean, we're gonna have stuff like this, and if there's other places in the budget where we can move some money from them into contingency and still maintain the same level. Cause it'll get harder, as we saw this year, toward the end of the year.
so, okay,
Anyway.
that's, yeah, all right. Tim?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, and we did your agenda, Steve. So, we suddenly are a bit ahead.
Yeah, not just a little bit.
We're a ton of
They
comments
texted,
ahead. Denise, do you wanna go ahead? Okay, that'd be great, yes,
I texted Susan a while ago.
okay,
I haven't seen her since.
Yes, it's just not.
thanks, Denise.
Of course.
Yeah,
So I am here before you asking for two things and just giving you an update on two things. First, we would like to ask for PO for the in-rem litigation counsel, $30,000, and that is in our budget.
So moved.
Second.
okay, any questions or discussion? We'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini, Marietta, absent Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
Okay, next, I'm asking for a transfer for the labor contract from the county attorney's contract line to the Board of Representatives contract line, and that is to pay the remainder of the outstanding invoices. The contract line is from A 1420-54900 to A 1010-54900, and the amount is $2,128.50.
We have a motion,
So moved.
second,
Second.
questions or discussion? We'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini, Marietta, absent Powers.
Okay, that motion passes.
And two other things. First, we will be putting in the consent agenda this month, the three resolutions that, for the local laws that were brought before you last month. There was a typo in one of those. Instead of 2026, as the year designated for the public hearing, we put 2025. So I will be putting those in. We do not need a vote. You already had voted on those. You will vote on the consent agenda. Those three will be amended and put in there. The second thing, I wanted to let you all know is we put out a letter to the Labor Council. We're all waiting on responses from the Labor Council. We put my office along with the purchasing, put a best and final request out, and that is due back on the 28th, I believe, the following Wednesday. That's all I have.
Okay. That'll be interesting to see what we get for best and final.
I plan to speak about that at the board meeting. If that's, we should have some information by that point, and I can share that. All right, thank you.
And would you be expecting that we would want to have a administration committee before the board?
That's actually a good idea. I hadn't thought that far through, but I think that's probably the best way to do it is we have an administrative meeting before, and then we can discuss what we need to.
Okay,
So I request that if that's.
okay, yeah, that's good, and we'll make sure that we get it on file with Carol.
Thank you.
Okay,
All I have.
all right. Thanks, Denise.
So Susan, I think, is on her way. Victor said he's on. He could.
Oh,
go,
okay, we can do Victor.
But I don't see him. There he is.
Oh, there you are. Hi, Victor.
Good morning, how are we?
Good, thanks.
Looks like the guy on the other side of the fence.
Right. Sorry, I try to adjust my camera here, at least you know.
Oh, there we go. That's
There
good.
we
There we go. Thank you.
All right, a couple of annual resolution requests. The 2026 Fire Advisory Board appointments. You should have in your meeting packets a copy of those names and departments.
I'll motion. Does that have to go before admin?
Yes, yeah, because it requires a resolution each year.
I'll second.
Okay, any questions or discussion on the fire advisory board members? Go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini,
Aye.
Marietta, absent, Powers.
Okay, that motion passes.
Thank you. Item number 2, annual resolution request. This would be the reappointment of my 4 deputy fire coordinators. In addition to that, I did bring up at public safety that next year we're going to need to reevaluate the long time stipend that they are paid, because they're issued a very small stipend in addition to mileage for their efforts. However, given the amount that they are receiving, it's pretty difficult to either retain or attract qualified candidates in the future.
Right, so we discussed bringing that up at budget.
Yep.
And the other thing that you and I privately discussed was the possibility of a stand-in for you and Victor, given the volume that you've been running the last couple of years.
Yep.
Give you guys a break.
And would that require training for the person, or could
They probably already have a lot of it.
just a designation?
Right.
Why couldn't one of these do?
Well, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. The deputy coordinators that we do have a lot of the qualifications that we have asked for. We've revised their current job description to include additional training, which most of them have completed a fair majority.
But we would also have to run that through PSLA, so.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are still in the discussion phase on the deputy fire coordinator, correct? We have not.
Emotion in
We,
it? Almost that. We do.
and second?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so now, any other discussion before we go to a vote? Vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty.
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta,
Abstain.
Powers.
Okay, that motion passes.
All right, thank you. Third one is a resolution request I brought forward to parent committee. This would be to honor Brian Picorni and his commitment to not only emergency services, but public safety over his years as the IT director for Otsego County.
So moved.
Any questions or discussion? Well
I
deserved,
think that's a nice gesture.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
almost said,
absolutely. Well deserved.
yeah. We'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty.
Aye.
Wilbur,
aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta,
Yes.
Powers.
Okay, that motion passes as well.
All right, one last quick item that is on the 11th hour. I apologize for that. Would be the upcoming weekend. We've got some weather events that are going to be taking place here in Otsego County, specifically starting Saturday morning with wind chills expected to be somewhere between 30 and 40 below. We have established contact with the city of Oneonta emergency manager to have a warming station in addition to the Chestnut Street Oneonta warming station. In addition to that, we've spoken to Clark Sports Center here in Cooperstown. They've also agreed to do that as well. And we're working on an area in Richfield Springs to do the same. This would be more or less just if we sustain long-term power outages, where, you know, folks need a place to go and get warmed up. That information will be made available. And I did just speak to Kelly Walworth here a little while ago. The telephone that we have connected to the EMS building at the county fair, she's working on getting that so we can have a after hours emergency call forwarding to our cell phones. Right now, if you call the office and you leave a message, it'll send us an email. Email is not going to really wake us up at 2 a.m. and, you know, in the event that somebody really needs urgent assistance. So we're working on that to use this weekend and moving forward. So just to update committee.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for that update, Victor, and hopefully everything will go well and we'll get through it and safely emerge on the other side of this weather.
Absolutely, and hope that the weatherman is wrong.
You can always hope for that.
And we're also looking at significant snowfall beginning Sunday into Monday. So more information as the confidence factors are revealed tomorrow morning. So,
But it's likely to warm up during that period, right?
not until Monday. Monday it's going to warm up, but it's not going to warm up significantly. But at least it won't be in the single digits. So
Yeah.
better than nothing. But we're looking forward to spring.
Sure. Okay. Thanks
All
so
righty.
much.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Okay, thanks.
And in the spring, we'll just get flooded.
Okay.
Susan's up on it.
Susan's on.
Oh, okay. Listen, hi, thank you for moving in.
No problem. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. So first I'd like to just begin with an update on our revenues. So I'll have Jacinda report what our numbers are right now.
Good morning.
Hey, Jacinda.
So for 2025, we have brought in revenues totaling $1,555,000. This exceeds the original budgeted revenues by over $70,000. And our local cost amount is currently at $310,000.
Nice job.
Yes.
Thanks. The second item is a approval for a contract, which I don't think needs admin approval, but we're kind of almost in between purchasing policies. So I thought just out of an abundance of caution, I'd like it approved by admin just in case I do need it approved. It's PSLA already approved this, but it's to contract for investigator services for $19,900 for 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or discussion on the request? We'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur.
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta.
Yes.
Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
Thank you. The next item is just a quick update on the grant that we were waiting to hear back from. It was a competitive grant for our family court side of things. We did not get the grant. 4 counties did get it: Orange County, Schenectady, Onondaga, and I always forget the 4th. But we met with ILS to go over our grant application, and we learned a lot in that conversation about the strengths of our application, some things that, we could have developed more. And so we know that for next time if we want to apply again. And I could give you more of that information if anybody's interested, either here or another time, if anybody wants to know more.
Oh, thank you, Susan. Yeah, and I think that we can reach out if you want the further details on that. Thank you.
Great. Just a quick update on the assigned counsel program. We are going to go tour the space at 189 Main Street today at 1 o'clock if anybody wants to come. It's just mainly for building services and IT to get in there and make sure that we know, everything that needs to happen in there to make sure it gets set up correctly, and then make sure anything that is lacking, we can put it in our lease and make sure that's all accounted for. Sorry, go ahead.
I plan on being there.
Great. We met with ILS just to give them an update about this as well. We told them that we decided not to fund or create the coordinator position. So the budget from ILS had the managing attorney, a coordinator, and a support staff. And we elected to just go with the managing attorney and support staff for now. They didn't want to poo-poo the whole thing, and they didn't want to be too negative, but it took them by surprise maybe a little bit, and they're going to get back to us and let us know how badly they want that coordinator position. Their goal is to set up positions that people want to have and not set people up to be overwhelmed with a job and then, maybe have burnout right away. So I think that's one of their concerns. And so we're going to talk to them more about that. Let's see, just a quick update. We are planning a CLE training for early February at the Otsego. That's going forward and everything's going smoothly with that.
I want to mention for the training, we came in at $5,000 under what we were anticipating thus far.
Good point. Yeah.
That's good. Thank you for doing that due diligence to monitor those costs.
Yep. And then let's see, there's 2 motions related to rural law section. So there was a motion that PSLA approved to amend our resolution that we passed last year for the 2026 rural law contract. It's for $60,000. But at the time when we passed that resolution, we thought some of that funding would have to be local dollars. Toward the end of last year, we found some more money in one of the ILS distributions. So it's going to actually now be 100% state funded. So we want the resolution to reflect that. That's that.
So
Second. Questions or discussion? Are you set, Loretta? We'll go to a vote.
Kennedy.
Aye.
McCartney.
Aye.
Wilbur.
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta.
Yes.
Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
And then this other motion for rural law. So we got an invoice from rural law for our 4th quarter of 2025, which was expected. But they also sent us an invoice for 4 additional cases they took for us. Had we known about this, we could have taken care of it last year. But there's an extra $12,000 that we owe rural law for these 4 additional cases. So this motion would be to transfer $7,000 into the contract line in order to pay that invoice.
Still moving.
We have a second? And so you're just moving it from one of your contract lines into that line, so you,
It's moving from one line and into the contract line. It is moving from other.
okay, good to have some in other.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions, others? Denise?
Is there a resolution that needs to be amended that goes along with that, Susan?
Is that what did we have to do that last? We went through this 1 month ago with one extra appeal for $3,000. Did we?
I think we did. So if you could have that amended as well, we can put a resolution in to increase the amount.
Okay. So could we cover that in this one motion?
Let's do the move and for the 7,000, and then we can do the extension of the contract or addition to the contract or whatever language it takes to reflect the 12,000 additional cost.
Okay.
We have a motion and a second for the 7,000, so we'll vote on that.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini,
Aye.
Marietta,
Yes.
Powers.
Aye.
Okay, so that motion is successful, and now Susan, if you want to just come up with the quick language for the additional 12,000.
Sure. So it's to amend the 2025 contract with Rural Law Center to add an additional $12,000 because they covered the 4 extra appeals. Denise, maybe if you know of any other language that should go in there.
No, I think we can just use the same resolution we did last month and just add the additional 12,000. That'll be on there.
Okay.
All right, we have a move for that?
Yeah,
Okay, and a second?
second. I have
And
a question. So it's actually 19,000?
12, well, we did this last month, so it's a total of 15,000 over that original contract for 2025 of extra appeals. And they're contemplated in the contract itself. They say, you know, we have this 16 appeals that they're going to do for this price for the year. And if you go over, and if we have capacity to do them, we'll do additional ones for $3,000 each. So, let me know if that doesn't answer your question.
I guess so.
So I think that the additional billing came to $12,000 and they had $5,000 in the contract line that would go toward that. And then they had to move 7,000 more in to make it up to 12.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
All right, so we have one vote coming up. Go to that.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini,
Aye.
Marietta,
Yes.
Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
Thanks. And then the last item is a budget transfer. This CBO has been processing the 18 vouchers for the end of the year for 2025. We need to put more money in an account to pay those. We added up any leftover money that we had in all of our accounts across the public defender budget and the assigned counsel lines. And it's about $130,000 that's left. We're asking to transfer $120,000 from 15 different account lines to the assigned counsel line that pays out the 18B vouchers.
So moved.
Second. Any questions or discussion? We'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini,
Aye.
Marietta, Powers.
Aye.
Okay, so that motion passes.
Quick question. Should I go to PSL or does PSLA need to approve the Part B of the ROLA motion where we amended the resolution?
We didn't approve that in PSLA, did we?
We didn't know. I don't
Yeah, so we're gonna have to have a special meeting before the board meeting,
Okay,
so
Sorry.
I'll this, Carol.
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Susan.
Yep. Have a good day.
You too, thank you. All right. Tammy. Tammy, coming in person or waiting room?
Don't know the answer to that.
Anybody know? Of course, where are we? Oh,
Yeah, we're still,
still a little early.
I mean, Isaiah's here.
Yeah, yeah. We could do
IT report.
yeah, they want to do their IT agenda? Good morning, thanks.
I have a slight change to our agenda. If anybody wants a new sheet. For our resolutions, we're taking one of them off the cloud security software. Through Sidara. Look at that and probably bring it next month. For our resolutions this month, we'd like to set up a contract with Okta MFA. This is a renewal through Insight for not to exceed $25,000.
I think we can do both your contracts together. If you just present them both and people can question either. And then we can just vote one, two.
And the second one is Lotus email security through Vercom, and that's not to exceed $34,000. This isn't a renewal as well.
Motion
So
and a second.
Thanks.
Renew those contracts. Any questions or discussion? Okay, we'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur, absent, Martini.
Aye.
Marietta,
Yes.
Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes. Okay.
Okay, for admin committee approval, we do have a consult with Telnet for $10,000. It's not to exceed $10,000. And essentially what this is pulling apart all of our old telephone circuits. Essentially, that's what it is. Yes.
Fair motion.
Second. Do we have a motion?
Oh, Adrian,
So
I was,
Yes.
okay,
Second.
and second by you. Okay, any questions for Isaiah on the telephone consultation? Okay, we'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Stay.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta,
Yes.
Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
And just for the committee's FYI, we are preparing to spend $5,270.19 to renew a contract with Dell for our camera backup servers at all of our towers. And the second one is we're paying $6,671.50 for our email system through Zimbra. That's all I have.
I have a question.
Okay.
Through the system, I've got a cyber test I'm supposed to take. Is that coming from the county?
That is coming from the county, yes.
Okay.
That is actually through Vercom, the Lotus email security, and that is one of the things that we're required to do for our cyber regulations for the Board of Elections and different.
So I did pass it. I did take it, but how often is that gonna happen?
Gonna be an annual requirement.
Once a year?
Correct, but we are actually gonna probably be looking for a new vendor for that at this point. Because we're not entirely happy with how Vercom is working. So that will be probably bringing that to you in a different way.
I thought maybe it was something that's gonna happen every month or every 3 months, once a year. I survived.
It's annual. at this point.
I still have to do 2 more modules of it, so I hope that it saves the first module. Or have to redo that whole email phishing.
So who actually, who keeps track that we did it? It's all on the.
So we Vercom has a interface that we are checking and we get notifications when people take training and when they're not taking the training. That is Christian Sapphire Security analyst.
It does come in handy to have that training. I got an email from somebody who was on a board with me before and it said I'd love to catch up with you by email on a question, and this person would never email me. And so I clicked on their name to see what the address was, because that's like one of the things to look at. And then this little note came up that said, the return address is different than the address you have in your phone book. And so I deleted it, but I thought, thank you, IT. We're learning.
I
So,
think it's helpful.
yeah. So anyway, thanks.
If anybody can do it, I got it. Anybody can do it, trust me.
Okay. I'm looking forward to passing it. I hope.
Well, frequently I get email from supposed colleagues. I need you to do me a favor or some stupid thing like that.
Mhm.
They shouldn't send them to you, but they know you're not gonna do it.
That's right. I don't do anything for anybody.
Okay. Well, thank you for showing up. Okay. Hi, Tammy. You can come right up. Take a minute.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, there, but yeah, we can go right to you. As soon as you're ready, don't rush.
Rolled in from end.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, my agenda pulled up. Well, I can do some of it from memory.
That's okay. Don't take.
Loaded.
It's okay.
Okay.
We actually are running a little ahead of schedule of all things, so would have known.
That almost never happened. Just to walk in at just the right time or something.
It's January.
Yeah, nothing has happened, except we have it to continue.
Right.
Okay. I have
Alright.
4 resolution requests this morning. The first one is to apply with Otsego now for CDBG micro enterprise funds, and to authorize the signature for hopefully the resulting grant contract. That's for $300,000. $283,000 goes direct to micro enterprises, which are businesses with 5 or fewer employees. And then $10,000 and $7,000 in delivery and admin fees go to Otsego now to administer the program for us.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or discussion? Vote to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini,
Aye.
Marietta,
Yes.
Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes. Thank you.
The next one is to amend resolution 358, 2025 1105. This is regarding our cost share agreement with the city of Oneonta for the Cooperstown route. We just need to amend one part of that resolution regarding how the match on the capital purchases is covered. This resolution was used from a previous resolution where this funding had not yet been available that covers that local match for this specific type of, large bus purchase. So, we just didn't touch that when we reviewed the resolution. So we just want to amend the one line that says, that crosses out the city of Oneonta and says a portion of our allocation of New York State Accelerated Transit Capital Funds will cover the 10% local match. So that takes the local funds right out of it, purchase.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or discussion? We'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini,
Aye.
Marietta,
Aye.
Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
Thank you. The next one is to apply for our household hazardous waste grant, and then we'll get it. And this is authorizing the signature for those contracts. This grant program is a little different because you apply after you have the event. So this is for the 2025 event. And we're estimating we will be applying for around $35,000. It's a little under half of the expenses for the event.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or discussion for Tammy? And just the reminder, the date is in August?
August, yes.
15, somewhere.
Yeah, it's that same weekend as 2025, just dates shifted over. I can tell you momentarily.
It's 14 and 15.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini, Marietta,
Yeah, thank you.
Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
Thank you. And the last one is authorizing our annual contract with Otsego Soil and Water. This is their annual allocation of $165,000. There's a separate contract for the forestry piece, so this is just their annual allocation that is in the budget. And this helps them leverage more state funding.
So moved.
Second.
Question or discussion? Hearing none, we'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta,
Yes.
Powers.
Aye.
Motion passes.
So the 45,000, we have to approve that contract, and where's that come?
The forestry contract,
Yeah,
that comes out of highway.
so, okay,
That'll, I believe will come through public works.
okay.
I think you're right. Can
I know, but I'm just trying to figure out where I'm on both of them, so there.
That's my
Okay,
agenda.
thank you, Tammy.
Great, thank you all.
Okay,
Yes.
Got a embed annual, year review, and they speak about Otsego County broadband expansion initiative. You update us on that? I don't think I've heard anything about any improvements or where we're headed on it.
Sure. Yeah, so, couple things happening. So Embed had applied for a grant from the USDA to benefit Otsego County, retain a consultant who provides broadband technical assistance. Part of that is, we've done a series of public meetings. We try to kind of rotate them around the county, do a survey, get public feedback, but then also that consultant who's called Bernberg Group are doing very detailed technical analysis of the landscape of broadband for our county. And we are going to finish it this year, and the resulting the document they'll produce for us are specific broadband projects that they recommend, how we can fund them, what they think they'll cost, and how they could actually be put in motion. One of the nice things about this technical assistance grant is even though their job is to produce those recommendations as an end result, because they've been retained for technical assistance, they're also able to help us respond to things in real time. So one of the things they did was assist with Embed as the applicant, but assist in developing an application for expanded cellular coverage as well as fixed wireless broadband coverage in the Butternut Valley, associated with the tower that we are constructing in the town of Butternuts. So that was awarded, it's like an $800,000 grant. And so that will bring cell service to around 700 to 800 people that didn't previously have good cell service, and then also offer them additional broadband options as well. So that's one example of a project that they've gone after. The Village of Gilbertsville reached out to them, and they're working through that technical assistance grant, but kind of indirectly. We're there for the meetings, but we're not directly on the project, but assisting them with how they can try to run their own municipal fiber. Some of these smaller villages running their own fiber and having their own municipal can work. Start to get too big, it's a little difficult, but for some of those very small villages, it can be feasible. So they're looking at that with them as well.
Thank you.
Yep.
That, remember, they're out of North Carolina, is that right?
They're all over. Our project manager is out of North Carolina, but there's their computer scientist is from Albany, so she comes down in person sometimes.
She was the gal at that meeting.
Yes, yep. So in some are in DC, so they're kind of all over the place.
And that's all depends on getting a carrier on that tower, right?
Yes. Yes, and MVET did put out basically a request for anybody to express interest, and they do have about three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Monica?
So continuing to fill those small gaps in coverage that have been kind of with us since the beginning.
Yes, yep.
Thank you.
Town of Butternut's board was very offended by the letter Monica sent saying that we were going to put a tower there because they thought we were telling what we're gonna do. That's what my guy's been begging us for a tower for 10 years. Now we're telling we're gonna do it, you're unhappy? You want to keep on, I poke her a little mixture.
So she can, okay, well, not to take away the good news about having a tower. But nothing.
That's a point. All
All right.
Thank you all.
Yeah. You got the village of Richfield figured out guys here?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was quite a chore.
I appreciate it, Bob. Thank you.
Could we just talk about it? We have a minute here. I just noticed that the $45,000 forestry contract isn't in the highway agenda. So I just wanted to make sure that we covered it. Obviously, right, sometimes things don't get into their lane. So obviously, we want to be able to pay the Soil and Water District the forestry part of their contract. But it's not
That's right.
on our agenda today.
So vote it here and do like I had to do with Susan, a special meeting and.
Yeah, that's why I don't get why it all wasn't 210,000.
Yeah.
You know,
Used to be, right?
So I think that originally probably came to, when we talked to Christos, he seemed like he was gonna be going to Public Works. Did he go to Public Works?
Yeah.
There we have, I think we just identified why it may not have gotten onto our agenda
unless it's
today.
in Richard's budget, does it need to?
Well, it is, and it's.
The other
Yeah,
side,
so I think we could just,
the other side of the coin is, we're not gonna spend that $45,000 in a month.
no,
So we could probably wait till February and just do it in February, right?
Which is probably what Rich is thinking.
Right.
Well,
I mean,
he still hasn't come yet.
yeah, he hasn't come yet, so we can
We
talk
gotta
about
ask him.
him with him when it comes.
Did text him a few minutes back to let him know that we're running a little early here. So he said he would be on momentarily.
Okay.
That was a couple minutes ago, so I
Yeah.
sent him any minute.
Much more fun to talk about people and
Or
like you do with Keith.
we've never been early.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
we have a chairwoman.
Well,
Crap still up.
new year.
Do you want me to try some Dan Naughton's knowing that? You want me to-
Yeah, if you could see if Dan. For Dan.
Meaning on the north side? No. The person on that's not.
You know, that's about.
I haven't heard, let me get back down that one just ask. Yeah, I don't know, I even thought about trying to raise any money. And she hasn't contacted me. She hasn't come to the village. Not recently, not since started with the village and came to Ottawa. I mean,
Yeah, well, it's been. Yeah.
yeah, I don't think so, but.
We need. Oh, yeah.
Fire, it's, no, it's not an IDA building. No, it's not. No, the old soccer hall of fame is the IDA building, the one, it is in the business. But they rifle, the idea is no top. They actually might.
Did he? Oh, we said let's go down. So Dan Naughton's coming down.
Yeah, it's that.
There it is.
This is on.
Okay.
David's here.
Oh, okay. So we'll go in order. So Rich, if you could just wait for a little bit, we're gonna do Dan Naughton. And then we'll probably still be ahead of schedule and then we can get to your agenda a little ahead. So, hi, Dan.
How you doing?
Good,
Okay,
thanks.
so on agenda, things I need approval for it. So I was in PSLA and actually from the time I was PSLA to now. So Axon body cams. Gave us the wrong quote.
Yeah, great.
So when they first quoted us, they quoted us. 44,598.10, that was 18,821.14 the first year, and then 6,444.24 every year after. They failed to put in there their cloud services, which is how they record the camera. So basically, they quote us the camera without being able to save anything. So they came back with a new quote of 49,458.10. However, they said that they, instead of doing that, how the first year is going to be 18,000, they can divide it over the 5 years now. So year one would be 9,891.62, and that would be years 1 through 5. So we'd save this year, but it would cost more every year. So we'd save almost 9,000 this year, but every year would go up about $2,400.
Okay.
Yep, I still think it's worth it. I still think it's something we need to do. It's safety for us, safety for the public. It's a great learning tool.
And this does include the cloud services?
Yep, this includes everything, cloud services, the training, which I already told them it's gonna take them from the time they ship to us about 15-20 days. I'm gonna speak to the sheriff, see if he can work with us instead, because I don't wanna wait. They know how to use it, I'm sure they can show us. So we can, when we get it, we can roll it out.
So moved.
You have a second?
So, go ahead. Need a second.
We have a second?
Second.
So we didn't approve that in PSLA?
We approved the original 44,000.
Right, but we didn't, we gotta update that.
So yeah, we're gonna have to update that. Yeah, unfortunately, I was speaking to them earlier this week when the guy called, because we had another meeting set up and said, I messed up.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to schedule a meeting for Susan Lettuce anyway, so we'll include you on that. Be great before the board meeting.
Perfect. Yep.
So are we ready to vote on the camera? Go to a vote.
So where's the 9,000 coming out of your budget?
Yeah, so we already budgeted for, it's like I said, even from PSLA, when I wanted, it was going up because the original quote we got was in August. By November, they upgraded and they said it was cost of, they said everything, but with the new tariffs with the technology, it caused all the components and everything to rise because those cameras are not made.
So what amount did we approve with PSLA?
44,000. It was like 44,000. 44,598.10.
Divided by 5?
Well, yes and no. So not divided by 5 because the first year was going to be the 18,000. They were going to charge us up front for the delivery of the cameras, to set up the everything, and then user fee
So,
afterwards.
all right, so bottom line question, are we paying more than we approved in PSLA or less?
We're gonna-
You said less.
Over the 5 years, we're going to pay more over the 5 years, but less this year.
Oh, so we don't need a meeting because it's less than what we approved.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
We're good.
Yes.
All right, so we don't need it.
Unless you need to change the amounts, just to change the amounts.
I don't think that, but I think you approved 44,000 in PSLA, is that what you said?
Yes.
And now you're asking to approve 49,000.
29.
So you do need to.
We do, sorry, stand corrected.
You are paying less, so you were paying 18
This year, but the end of the contract, yes, so we do that to do it.
All right. So now we'll vote on this motion, this resolution.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini,
Aye.
Marietta,
Yes.
Powers.
Okay, that motion passes.
Second one is extend the contract for Axon tasers for 2026. This is year 2 of a 5-year contract. The year is 6,390. That was same, so that's gonna be the same for all 5 years. So that doesn't change.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or discussion? Vote for vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini,
Aye.
Marietta,
Yes.
Powers.
Okay, that motion passes.
Third, approved Catholic Charities ATI contract at a cost of $35,360 for 2026. This was already in the budget.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or discussion? Go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Martini. Aye. Marietta. Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
The last one, this is gonna be another issue one. So we're going to RFP for security to see what else is out there, see if S&T is still our best option. When I spoke to Onondaga Purchasing, they said, you can easily extend it 2 months. That's not an issue. That will give us time to do an RFP, see if they're the right ones. If not, contract another agency. Well, they put out their RFP and their RFP due date is now March 1st, which goes past the
The 2-month
February.
extension.
So I still want to do the 2-month extension, reach out to Craig Seeley, see if he's willing to do yet another month on top of that, which it sounds like that is also okay. But I just want to get this done so we have the first 2 months covered. And then starting next week, I will worry about extending to at least the end of March. Give us time to get the RFPs and see. Like I said, I already know that we definitely have 2 that are going to bid, but we'll see where that is. So I want to extend till the end of February 28th, 2026. The cost for the 2 months is going to be $116,690. That is 1/6 of the whole year contract. The whole year contract is just over $700,000. This is 2 months worth of that, which Greg Seeley has agreed to. And he's the owner of S&T Security.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or discussion? So we'll just, and then we'll do the next month.
Yes.
Next time. Okay, all right.
So I'll be going for PSL next time.
And interesting to see also what the RFP will show us. So
If you want
that more
to
to
read
come.
that prior to, or
Well, just because I know we're gonna have to extend it into March, I'd just much rather have it done and settled.
so bring that in the meeting.
Oh, okay, yes, I
Yeah.
can bring that.
Yeah, bring it to the meeting.
Okay, I will do that.
So, you'll need to contact Carol and give her your 2 agenda items up, but I'll tell her it's coming.
Very good, thank you.
Yes.
So we'll vote on the 2-month extension.
Kennedy.
Aye.
McCarty.
Aye.
Wilbur.
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta.
Yes.
Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
That is all I have. Thank you, I'm very good. Have a good day.
You too.
Okay. Thank you.
Say that.
All right. Oh, hey, Rich.
Morning, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in early.
Sure.
Okay, we're ready to go
Okay.
over the agenda.
Like to request a motion to authorize the superintendent of highways to purchase all materials and services related to the replacement of a box culvert on County Highway 3 in the town of Unadilla, not to exceed 300,000. This is going to come out of our CHIPS D 5113-522-500.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, questions or discussion? Go to a vote.
Kennedy.
Aye.
McCarty.
Aye.
Wilbur.
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta.
Yes.
Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
Request a motion to amend resolution 380 of 2023 for engineering services with Bergman for the County Route 20 Bridge New York culvert replacement project. We need to increase that amount, the not to exceed amount by 100,000.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, any questions or discussion on the amended resolution? We'll go to a vote.
Kennedy.
Aye.
McCarty.
Aye.
Wilbur.
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta.
Yes.
Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
Request a motion to authorize the superintendent of highways to purchase 4 tandem plow trucks at a cost not to exceed $1,407,952 out of DM 5130-520000. That's our equipment line. These funds are included in the 26 budget.
So moved. Second.
Questions or discussion?
Thanks to the budget officer, right, Rich?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
You're gonna ruin my reputation by saying stuff like that.
Okay, you need this sometimes. Sometimes you do need to spend money.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, we'll go to a vote.
Kennedy.
Aye.
McCarty.
Aye.
Wilbur.
Aye.
Martini.
Aye.
Marietta.
Yes.
Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
Next one, request a motion to authorize the superintendent of highways to purchase 2 single axle dump trucks at a cost not to exceed $480,000 out of DM 5130-520-000 equipment. These are included in our 26 CHIPS budget.
So moved.
Questions or discussion? Go to a vote. Kennedy? Aye. McCarty?
Aye.
Wilbur?
Aye.
Martini? Marietta?
Yes.
Powers?
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
Request a motion to amend resolution 414 of 2025 to increase the not to exceed amount of the double drum vibratory roller to 210,000.
So moved.
Second.
Any
The price of the roller came in a lot higher than what they had originally budgeted, the budget number that they gave us last year.
Okay. Did you have a question?
Do I have to sit next to him?
I mean, relevant question.
No, I just said, well, what if we only got one drum?
Oh, that may not be
Bless you.
good value.
Bless you again.
I think you two
Okay,
have made
we're gonna,
eight.
bless you.
Bless you all
Thank you,
day.
thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes.
Oh,
We're gonna go to a vote.
Kennedy?
Aye.
McCarty?
aye.
Wilbur?
Aye.
Martini?
Aye.
Marietta?
Yes.
Powers?
Okay, that motion passes.
That's all I have.
Okay, Rich, we were wondering if this, about the forestry contract with Soil and Water, did Christos come and talk to you about that, or the 45,000 for the forester? It usually comes through highway or through Public Works anyway, so I guess that
We need a resolution to approve that 45,000 for forestry, I guess.
Yes,
What
we
you're
do.
trying to say.
And I
We're
don't
trying
know.
to figure out where it comes from.
Yeah.
I already approved the paying of the first quarterly payment. I believe that the contract is for whatever it was, 3 years, 5 years. I'll have to look back. I thought that resolution was good to pay them for the term of the contract.
I think that
Might be
could
right.
be, I think we just found the answer to our question. If it's a multi-year contract, then Christos may not have come and asked, and do we have to even come and ask?
No.
Well, we've gotta put it in budget.
It's in
We've
the
gotta
budget.
put the money in the budget,
You have to put-
so he's gotta ask that way.
Well,
I
and
think
we
that's
did
the
that
only
already.
presentation he made on the forestry thing,
But you
during the budget process.
I would think you'd have to approve the payment.
Yeah, we would just have.
Well, if we had a 3 or 4 year contract at 45,000 a year, it's already approved, right?
Well, so in a lot of other things in the budget, you still have to approve the payment.
We should check with,
Well,
Denise?
I can check and see what the contract is, but if he has a 3-year contract and it's already in the budget, he's already asked for it to be put in the budget. Then it can just be paid.
Yeah, which we did put it in the budget last fall. So we'll work on that and come up with a clarity.
I think what at least I'm confused.
I don't think you have
When he
to-
goes to pay the invoice, depending on the dollar amount, that may require committee approval.
That's what I'm saying.
Um,
It's over.
but if you're doing it by quarters,
We are,
45,000 divided by 4, I don't think
Oh,
that would
that's
have to
great.
go.
Oh, it's below the,
I think it's below the.
but isn't it's in 1 year, so wouldn't it go by aggregate?
The contract goes till 2027.
Okay.
And if I understand correctly, it was requested before the board already, approved already to contract for those 3 years. All that needs to happen is it needs to go into the budget and get approved again by you all annually. And I believe that's happened.
All right.
Yes, I put it in the budget every year.
yes,
So we
yeah,
don't
we
have to
did.
pay-
Thanks,
We
Rich.
don't have to get approval for.
And we also ought to look at that contract and see how long that contract's for.
I don't
Make
wanna
sure.
get dinged by an auditor.
The 27.
27, yeah.
Well, we could discuss it at the next public works. They can wait a month.
Yeah, we've already paid them for this quarter. I'm looking at trying to find a resolution right now, but yeah.
All right.
Okay, thank you, Rich, for weighing in on that, helping us solve our question.
Those trucks on the road this weekend.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Okay, all right.
Thanks,
How
all.
you doing? Salt and supplies like that.
know.
Knock on wood, so far we've been good. I just got back from the County Highway Superintendent's Association conference, and I would expect in the next few weeks that salt supply is going to be very, very difficult to get. Another supplier has ran out and they are starting to pull from the supplier that we use. So far this year, last year was horrendous. This year we've been good with salt. We've ran out of sand and we had to haul sand in here. We got to haul sand into a town here in the next few weeks, but salt's been coming along. The last couple weeks it's been slower, but it's still coming.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you, Rich.
Thanks all.
Okay. We'll see you next time. Okay. And see. We're very close to Penny's. I think I'll just call her and see. Oh, hey Penny. We are down to you and Alan on our agenda. So, okay, we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye. Penny's coming over. So we can take probably just a very short.
Yes.
Oh, hi.
Totally, we probably live on that. Ha, 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 you should have moved.
Moderately ahead of.
All right, that's good.
Oh, little change.
You know, love it.
So, I think before we go into public session, I have to have an executive session.
Oh, okay. All right, is it for reason F?
Yes.
I'm gonna be wrong.
Yep, I move we go into executive session for reason F, which is the medical, financial, credit, or employment history of a particular person or corporation or matters leading to the appointment, employment, promotion, demotion, discipline, suspension, dismissal, or removal of a particular person or corporation.
Okay, that's all much to you.
And
have
we're
a second?
inviting in,
Yeah,
Could we invite in Stephanie, who will also be covering the personnel department?
sure.
and county administrator, county attorney.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't see who else is. Even though we've said.
And so do we have a second for that motion?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Okay, so we're gonna go into executive session. Jason, thanks.
Recording stopped.
Okay, so could we have a motion to return to open session?
Gotcha.
Okay.
If I don't, can we leave?
No, there is no leaving this. Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye, okay, we're back in open session. Penny's working on the agreement that we talked about. And Alan, if you want-
I forwarded it to her.
Okay,
She's got it.
so if you just wanna do your agenda while we wait for Penny to come. You
Yep.
guys are the only two left on the agenda.
Yep, all I need is, I need, our 2025 audit with Insero. We just, you wanna jump with Penny real quick before I start or no?
You are Penny. Yeah, why don't we do, we can do, and then Penny will review, and then I'll do Anna.
No, we're never leaving.
You have your language ready?
Yeah, I would say after Bishop's year for our trade horse is 39, whatever came to it. The exact amount. Did they agree on that, the 39 flat, or could we do the half at 39,968?
We hadn't talked about that.
Yeah. All right, I'm requesting a salary of $30,000 per year for Alan Ruffles as the Real Property Tax Services Director, part-time. And after completion of 2 required training courses, the salary be increased to $39,000.
That wouldn't be for a full year, it would be 6 months.
It would be rated as an annual salary, and we would put it for, no, 30,000 isn't for 6 months, that'd be equivalent to.
Didn't you say something about a year?
So that's an annual salary, it's gonna be divided up into the pay.
Right, if 30,000 for 6 months is equivalent to $60,000 a year. It's $30,000 a year, divided out over however long it takes him to get his courses, and then he switches over to $39,000 after that. It's per year.
It's not a lump sum thing, it's a salary. And so the actual dollar amount in the budget, it's probably gonna be less than those numbers.
Yeah.
That's the normal way it's done. But you gotta set the annual salary, so
Right.
it's good.
If it's an annual salary, he's there half the year, it'd be half the annual salary. So this would be effective on January 1st, 2026. So it is going back a month.
Whatever.
I know what you're handling the budget thing there and explaining it. It's.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
And I mean, Alan's done a few budgets in his life. He knows exactly what this is about.
They're just gonna take 30,000 divided by 26 payments.
Yeah.
And then just put that, so maybe I quit next week, I only get one, maybe I quit, maybe it goes on for 5 years and.
Right.
I'm with you.
Okay, so do we have? a
Especially
motion
5.
to move ahead? Okay, Representative Powers, do we have a second?
I guess so, second. I don't-
Thank you, Representative Cardy. Okay,
Sure.
do we have any further discussion or questions on that salary? We will go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur absent, Marietta Martini.
Yes.
Marietta absent Powers.
Aye.
Okay, so that motion does pass. Thank you, Penny, for working on that. Thanks, Alan. Contributing to the discussion, helping you get through that. We are now going to move on to, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And agenda.
Okay, so I just, the first thing on my agenda is our 2025 audit we need to complete. I'm just requesting to contract with Insero for that thing. That's included in our RFP that we did years ago. And then I'm obviously doing a RFP this year for a new one because this is kind of the last year before we can get those 1-year extensions. So this is just in the RFP amount.
Question or discussion? Hearing none, we'll go to a vote.
So
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur absent, Martini, Marietta, absent, Powers.
Aye.
So,
Okay, that motion passes.
Thank you. The next one is, so obviously we have to have another auction, which I'll go in detail near at the end of the auction. But we have to have another auction in August for the 2024 REMS. So this came, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Thank you, the county attorney's office for looking this up, but in the RFP, I had 3 years in there and this was the first year. So I just want to exercise the RFP and to do, extension for February 1st to December 31st, 26, which would be for the 2024 in REMS 2026 foreclosure auction.
Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, we'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur, absent, Martini, Marietta, absent, Powers.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes.
So just skipping real quick so that we can talk about the auction stand at one, there's no amount in there because technically we do not pay absolute auctions. They pay us all of the down payments and all the premium, all the money collect. We just have to give them back the buyer's premium, which doesn't come out of any of our funds. They just send us all the money so that we can reconcile to their numbers, and we just have to send them back the money that they picked up from the buyers and the buyer's premium. But I just want to give everyone in here, because we've had a lot of phone calls, just so everyone here knows about the auction. We just had the auction last Wednesday. So we had 1,122 bidders. The total sale of all of the bids, so we had 13 properties that did not sell and did not get a single bid. We have to have an auction again within 60 days. So we're going to have another auction within 60 days for just those properties that didn't sell. The total amount of bids was $4.1 million. That was 138 properties. Now, the total delinquency in taxes was $998,000. So we collected all of our tax money back with the exception of the 13 lots. I'm going to assume that we are going to take a loss on the 13 lots because we set that bid amount at our tax amount and they didn't get any bids at all. So when we do it again in 60 days, we are obviously going to lower that bid to try and sell the properties, which means we may take a loss on those properties. But, to know that we made back most of our money is a good start, especially since this is the first auction where you can't keep the surplus funds anymore.
Where do the surplus funds go?
Yep, so we haven't received all the surplus funds yet. We should receive them all within 30 days when we get, because if you bid on the auction, you get 30 days to make full payment. So we're gonna take all those surplus funds. We have a whole spreadsheet that lists the bid amount and how much was paid. And then we have to take those funds, we have to put them into separate bank accounts. And we're using Bank of Cooperstown down here. Each one earns interest, and then we are required by law, we already have the letters drafted and the certificates drafted that we have to send out to every owner and every interested party. And they then have to go to court. We have the directions in this form. They have to go to New York State Court, petition that that's their money. When they get a certificate from the court, they bring it down to our office. We see that the court has approved it, and then we release the money from that account. If none of the money is claimed within 3 years from auction date, which was January 16th, then the county keeps that surplus funds.
So you have to set up an account for each one?
So what we're doing is we're setting up one account that has 138 sub-accounts. Because by the new law, each sub-account has to earn its own interest.
Yikes.
So it's gonna be a little confusing. It's our first year, but I think we're gonna figure out how to get it down. And like I said, that's gonna sit there until someone claims it.
Future auctions are gonna have less profits.
Yes, in the future auctions, I mean, we had 3 years. Hopefully in future auctions, it's only 40 or 50 properties that we're gonna have to deal with. This one is a bigger one.
But the sub account for each parcel is gonna be carrying forward, so there's gonna be at some point a rolling 3-year average is gonna be 100.
We're gonna see, maybe in 10 years from now, we'll be able to know, oh, yeah, as every 3 years, we collect this money and 50% comes back, goes unclaimed, and that's what would come back to the general fund. But for now, we're not gonna be able to touch that money even if it comes till twenty.
So actually, a lot of people
2029.
made a lot of money on their property.
Yeah, if they come claim the money. I mean, we have properties that range from only making like, $100, $150 to, some properties making for 300,000. That people just come in and claim it, that's their surplus funds.
So the other interested parties would be like banks and other.
Yep,
lien
anyone
holders?
that had a lien, we would put that, like I said, that's not up for us to decide, that's why we're sending letters and certificates to everybody by law, and then the court has to decide, oh, well, property owner, you want this property, but you had all these liens, so we're gonna give 33% of the surplus to these two liens, and you get the other, however
Do
court
the lien
decides.
holders get letters also?
Yep, we have
And then
general
lien
that also.
holders have to approach the court as well to get in line,
Yep,
basically.
so we will be.
So who actually pays the court fee?
We don't pay the court fee.
We don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, these people can go petition the court with no fee, or they can hire a lawyer to do it. And they would obviously have to pay the lawyer out of whatever they get, but we're not paying that. We are allowed to deduct a certain amount, and I don't know that amount yet, just for the mailing of these letters and certificates I have to do. Not that it's, $5 a parcel, so I have to figure that out, but that's the only other amount we're allowed to deduct.
Okay, so we're navigating that first post.
13 houses that didn't sell.
Yep.
We still can only keep. Hypothetically, one sells for above what? You see the auction
Yeah.
before. All of a sudden, you're above what you previously asked for, the minimum bid before. That money still has to go into.
Still going to surplus.
Okay.
Yep, and then if you take a loss, we don't have to do a surplus, but the county's gonna take a loss with that.
Yeah, we're gonna take a look.
Yeah, you're gonna take a loss. Because now, like I said, that surplus you don't keep anymore, so 13 didn't sell at the tax amount, it's gonna. We're probably gonna take a loss on a couple parcels. And once that all gets settled, I'll bring it to the board and say, hey, here was the total tax amount. Here's the ones that didn't sell, here's kind of the loss that the county took. So maybe we can, after 3, 4, 5 years of this, we know how much of a loss every other county, may take on it. But yeah, I put in the email those stats. There's that 4.1 million. There's a 999,000 that was owed. So on those 125 properties, we broke even. But there's still 13 that we made. We could break even, we may not break even. We'll know in 60 days when we sell those again.
Are you gonna send out what those properties were so we know?
Yep. I'm just waiting for the final reconciliation from the auction company. That's why I'm not gonna send these letters out. I know people are already calling our office and asking for letters. I can tell them the amount of surplus, but if Joe Schmo bought a property here and makes a down payment of $2,000 but owes $20,000, never comes in to pay us the $18,000,
There's no surplus.
Right.
there's no surplus, and we have to take that property back to auction because then it legally never sold. So I don't know right now, like when people call and ask, I'm like, this is what's on paper, but nothing's actually been paid yet. So these letters won't go out if any constituents ask for 30 days until we have received all money and we know it's for sure, and we have that.
And that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was everything on the auction. And are there any other questions? Just staying on the tax thing, I wanted this committee to know 2026 taxes, everyone knows that we are collecting for Pittsfield, Maryland, and Unadilla now. I put a little thing on there. So in 3 weeks, just from those towns, we've received 204 payments. So people are using this. I mean, this is the first month, and we've already had 200 people that use it in the first 3 weeks. Everyone's still kind of mailing in, but everyone that mails in, we let them know, hey, you can do this, and more people are going online. But I have 2 main tax collectors in my office, and between the two of them, they processed 1,435 payments in 3 weeks. In an 8-hour day, divide that in 8-hour day by 21 days. I mean, they are killing it. And they're both roughly, I think one's been there 6 months and one's been there 3 weeks. And they're killing it. So they're doing well, but with these 3 towns, our office has brought in just over $10,000 in revenue from the towns. We're looking at bringing on 5 or 6 towns next year, which could bring in another $15,000 to $20,000 revenue. I will, if that happens, probably hire 3 part-time people, 2 part-time people to process all of these payments that come in, but we'll have it covered from all the money and we'll have a little extra. So I just want to say, see that, hats off to my staff for processing that many payments, and that the online payments are working. More people are moving to that.
Thanks, Alan. Yeah,
Yep.
that's really great. And your office has definitely like stepped right up to
Oh, yeah.
handle the additional work and take care of that. So
Yep,
thank you.
they're doing great. I've also done presentations in the town of Hardwick. And I did presentation at the Clark's Gym, that mostly had most town Middlefield residents. It explains a lot of people like tax questions this year. Also equalization rate questions and assessment questions. So now that I'm learning that in real property, we did, I've done 2 presentations on that so far with probably 3 more to come at least. I got requests this week for. Yeah. So that's that. That's all the tax stuff. But if there's no other questions, I'll just move on with my.
Did we do the absolute auction vote to extend the RFP?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
to request the, oh, we
Okay,
did?
we did.
Okay.
Okay.
The next thing on my agenda is just the inmate medical proposal. We've been doing this since probably 2016, 2017-ish, maybe 2018. You see the premium increase $900, but what this is this is kind of that catastrophic claim that if we have
Yes.
a member of the jail that has a heart attack, is really sick, we would have to pay for it, but if it's up and above and beyond, we have insurance to cover that.
Kind of like the reinsurance type of thing.
Yeah, it kind of, and for $10,000, if someone has a heart attack in that jail and goes, and we could be liable for 250, 300,000, one claim, 10,000 could save us a lot of money.
We have a motion to,
So,
questions or discussion? Okay, we'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur absent, Martini,
aye.
Marietta absent, Powers.
Okay, that motion passes.
That's good. And then it's just, if anyone saw, we just had a sales tax update. Right now we're about $1.2 million higher than what we collected last year. We have one more payment coming in that we're expecting. For the year, we budgeted 50 million. We're already at 53.5. This last payment, based on last year, could be 2 million. So we could easily hit our goal about 10% more than what we budgeted. Which is always good. We want to hit our budget, which is
Better
good.
than 10%.
And we have to wait and see if they claw back.
Yeah, yes, that's always, that's always
Do
the,
they do that by making the next payment smaller? You don't ever have to actually move money back.
no, we never move money, but yes, that's what they do. They will, you see like those big negatives we had like 2 months ago. That's just like, oh yeah, we paid you too much. You're not getting that much anymore. So, let's hope that we don't have any of that. And then the last thing was just our reserve amount. I updated that yesterday, so you just can see where our balances stand. CDs we have, I'm opening it right now and I can do a quick thing for you. We have 6 CDs totaling over $12 million. In our savings accounts, we have another $2.5 million. And another $500,000 between the two. So, you're looking at 15, 16 million just in reserve and savings accounts that we have. It has been shrinking.
We used a lot, not a lot, we used some in the 26 budget.
Yeah, so some's going to be in there. We'll see what happens. I have been updating this. I did not put that in here, although it's right here. I usually do the cash spend update just so we're, the actual cash. We do all the accounting, but this is like money in, money out. So I ran this yesterday. So money in, money out. The county this year has brought in $132 million in actual cash in, and we spent $141.9 million, leaving us in a deficit of about $9.8 million. Most of the expenditures are up. We still have revenue we need to book. So when you do the math, and I take 2 seconds to do it now, but I did it yesterday. We have only collected about 80% of the revenue that we booked, but we spent almost 93%. Usually that revenue starts to come in near the end. So that's just, those numbers now, aren't great, but we're hoping that based on prior years, that starts to shrink a little bit because this is the revenue coming out. So we've collected 85% of the revenue we budgeted, which was $8 million less than last year. every year we've gone up. So the hope is that we still have roughly at least 10 to 12 million dollars of revenue to book. And then
If the numbers stay where they are right now, which I don't think is likely, but if they did, that's what, $9 million? That would come out of what we appropriated fund balance.
that's gonna, yeah, because some of that went back in and
Yeah.
Yep, you're right. So, I mean, we'll see what
That's
happens.
the thing that I worry about all the time, but we'll get revenues in through
Coming
the end
through.
of February.
February, even into March, and then the auditors will do the audit. We've been up. So we can finish our audit in May or June, so hopefully by May or June, we'll have a real good look at what 25 looked like.
Go.
Yeah, and then our expenditures were at $142.4 million, which is 90%. Last year, it was 144, so you can probably expect that to go up a little bit too. But we'll see kind of the revenues, we gotta collect more than the expenditures, but that's that. That's just your quick cash spend update. That's all I had. And the only other thing I had was that transfer $300 to real property. I just want to make everybody aware of that. Steve Dobbs can just sign off on that, which they already did. That is just because what was budgeted in the budget was 6,000 and the contract came back at 6,300. So we're just moving the money to balance out that contract.
Like, I'm not asking some contingent.
Yeah, we just need to sign it a little bit.
And then we had a lot of discussion on the real property.
Yeah, I think we did that. So that was not anything I had.
Covered that.
So does anyone have any questions?
I just had the question about the trainings, which we talked about. For the zoning board of appeals people and,
I'll get those dates.
all right.
I may be able to pull them on right here in a minute, but if not, I mean, I could go down and.
And we can talk about it. Okay.
Yep.
Is there anything anybody else wanted to add to the agenda at this moment?
Even if I did,
Have about 2 seconds.
I would say absolutely nothing. So. No,
Okay, motion to adjourn.
so moved.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we're adjourned. Thanks, everybody.
Recording stopped.
And now that we're adjourned, I can
Thank you,
say,
David.
Megan, I just found it.